Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal You know me as the head chief first researcher of Labs C9 and C14. There I fought valiantly to preserve rattlesnake DNA and put it right where it belongs, in the husk of another feared predator. Oh, and the tarantula hook. Can't splice enough, I always say. Especially if you can make a magnificent cazador. Enough about me. It comes to my attention that many of these seemingly innocent children have been subverted by propaganda. This is a most serious matter, requiring the most serious of detention. Death tension. Commie Pico traitors. Oh! Now I will send vicious cybernetic cyborg dogs through the corridors to weed all you traitors out. They will sniff out which among you have chosen the commie path. Especially you, Betsy Bright, who turned me down for the high school dance so you could smoke with Richie Marcus. All monitors will also be vigilant. Step outside during class, and they'll make sure you make a speedy jump back to your desk. Hold your urine and wait for the proper bathroom break time.
Still looking.
You are in the library. Be quiet here and filled with
Still looking. Got my eyes peeled. Still looking. Still looking. Still looking. That's enough of that.
Down at the end of the hall is ball storage for jocks who like balls. Like Richie Marcus. Do you hear me, Betsy? Richie likes balls. To the residential test. This is really Boros, by the way. Hello again. None of us thought you would get this far.
What is this? A hokey pokey?
Please take cover until the danger has been eliminated.
The residential test. Wasn't that shut down for some reason? My pet, Gabe. I have known about the old boy and the countless experiments I've done on him back in the days. Gabe, you're about to have your favorite treat. Whoa, that. Don't eat the visitor, boy. Don't, please. Gabe would stall and bite whenever anyone came to visit. pick it up wherever you buried it.
I've had worse.
Gabe! No! His Cyberdog atomic core! It's active! That means an exceedingly imprecise
got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Failure in... Ted! Boros! Why the hell did you install an atomic core? It'll blow when we reach 1, right?
9. All will be fine.
7. Yes! 7. 6. Halfway to destruction, measured in clicks. 5 by 5. Someone's coming in line. 4, as in forbidden. Do you hear me, think tank? It is I, Mobius, hacking your frequenosity. Mobius? 3, as in we. As in we are in trouble. That didn't rhyme. 2, as in too late. And 1.
Got something good for me? Is it a dress?
You recovered the sonic images, Kim, and won't escape me! Or was it the frequency? Stop! Still broadcast waves as my roboscorpions Prepare to be attacked by Dr. Mobius! Sting them, my pets! Sting them, stupid! Attack! You You're no match for science! The lobotomite has retrieved two. All cyber dogs are under my I see you. Now I end you. You're no match for science. Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated. I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs. Yes, a most goodbye. I can hear your penis-tipped feet tromping around.
Might I be of service, sir? Very good, sir. Might I be of service, sir? Very good, sir.
How about that? Old auto dock's back online. Well, alright, come here, let's have a look at you. Concerned about the state of your mind, are you? Well, such things ain't my specialty, but I'm happy to tender my opinion as to your mental health. I should make you aware that the benefits of such a procedure are exclusive. That is, this only works once. Now, are you sure this is what you want? Alright, just try to relax. This won't hurt, unless your sense of self is especially vulnerable. You require some additional services? And rightly so, I should think. Alright then, let me just fire up the old interface for you. You require some additional services? And rightly so, I should think. Alright then, let me just fire up the old interface for you.
Oh yeah, baby. Feels good to be online again. Yeah, all circuits online, ready to receive your seed. Your seed, baby. I'm the original, certified, rarefied, testified GS-2000 Biological Research Station. Yes, sir. I'm a seed cloning machine. You got seeds? I'll clone the shit out of them. It's the miracle of life, baby. You bring me some succulent genetic samples, and I'll work my mojo on them. clone you up all kinds of plants. Oh, yeah. I can also break them down for you, if you're into the kinky stuff. Bring me any old plant parts, and I'll grind them up into salient green for you. Yeah, you like that, don't you, baby? You know it, baby. I just need some samples and I got you going. Take a few days, but trust me, it's all kinds of good. Just the miracle of life in sticky, gooey liquid form, baby. Heat that gunk up over a campfire and just watch it congeal into all kinds of plants. I love it when you talk like that. Let me just get that interface up and running for you.
Ooh, yeah, dig that sweet music. Damn, it's good to be back online. Used to, long time ago. Then old Doc Mo ripped out my music drives and stuck in more acoustical processors. Guess you could say I got the blues, even if I can't play them no more. Dig, I'm an acoustical wizard, kid. Old Doc Mo used me to prototype his sonic weapon designs. Get me a good sample base to work from, and I can whip up a wave that makes Jericho look like a kazoo. Got yourself a sonic emitter, don't you? Thought so. Bring that old thing on in here and bring me some sound samples and I'll make that baby sing. Or scream, if that's what you want. Daddy-o, just plug it in and I'll mix you up a sweet, sweet sound. Right on, Daddy, let's spin some grooves.
Sorry everybody, I'm dealing with a Belgian Malice puppy. Rexy, do you want to be in the stream too? Alright, let's get back to it, shall we? I don't know what the heck is going around, by the way, guys. Like, my throat, like, hurts, like, scratchy or whatever. Like somebody's like digging in it or something. I don't know what the heck is going on, but it's not fun.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
No, it's not a dress, you fucking weirdo. Here, have some dirty water and I'm not gonna say because the puppy and the others. Here, Veronica, have this too, because it's all weighing me down. Because of you, Veronica, I blame you, by the way. This is all Veronica's fault. Guys, she is supposed to be helping us, but she isn't doing much of that at all. She's just getting in my way. Guys, whenever I get a camera, by the way, you guys will see the puppy and the others.
That scalpel. The fish scalpel.
Wake up! You guys will learn. I have a very weird sense of humor, by the way. Sometimes I'll be, you know, just planning streams and whatnot, what we're gonna do in the stream, and then there's times where I'm not planning the stream at all, and it just kind of like falls into place. If you know what I mean. Like, if you know, you know. If you guys have been here long enough, and the, you know, streams and the videos, you guys will understand. Like, I don't really plan my stuff. I just kind of go with it, you know. And if people like it enough, I kind of just, you know, do more of that. Look at this. This is the most beautiful view. Veronica's quit staring at the wall. You're supposed to be looking outside. By the way, guys, I have 2 mods installed right now. One is Party 2.0. I guess it's like supposed to make the NPC seem more lively as far as like your companions and whatnot. And then I have unlimited companions, which means that we can have Boone, Lily, and all of them. I didn't do it for this DLC, which I'm going to for the next one, which everybody is voting for Lonesome Road. So I guess that's what we're gonna go with as far as the next DLC after this. So I'm kind of excited about it. I'm kind of not at the same time. It's up in the air. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me. Also, guys, if you guys want, join our Discord. You know, you guys can come. You can join in the chat while I'm streaming. I don't really mind it at all. You know, you guys can also message me on Discord, etc. You know, it's a way for you guys to come in and kind of, you know, talk with me and whatnot. Because I do this to share my gaming experience and to make friends, to just kind of put myself out there, if that makes sense. Like, I do make friends in real life, but I also like, you know, just getting to know who my subscribers are. Not only as a subscriber, but also personally, if that makes sense. So do feel free to join the Discord. As long as you're not coming in saying crazy stuff, really heinous, you know, things, you know, you're more than welcome. So by all means, join. Oh my gosh, how do we get out of here? And the game crashes, because of course it does. Lovely, just annoying. I really hate it when Fallout New Vegas does this. I do not understand why it does it, but it does. Alright everyone, we are rebooting the game and then we will be in it shortly, so hooray. Can't wait. Also, I'm curious, do you guys like Skyrim as well? And if so, who do you guys side with? I want to know. Comment in the chat. Also, maybe later down the road we may stream Fallout New Vegas. Who knows, guys? Like, maybe we may stream that. Depending upon how the votes go. And if Skyrim wins, guys, we will stream Skyrim. then we will do another poll whether if it's going to be vanilla or modded. Whichever one wins, and then the next one will be either Stormfolks or Imperials. So stay tuned for that, guys. If we do like win as far as Skyrim goes, because I kind of want to stream it, but I want to hear from you guys as well. So you know, maybe I'll make some songs around that, whatever faction that we end up, you know, winning as far as the polls go. Alright, let's get to our destination. And why are we bald? Didn't we have like a mohawk? I swore that we had a mohawk. I literally made my guy to have a mohawk and he's bald now. He looks like Caesar. Unexpected. I was not expecting to get jumped by Night Stalkers and cybernetic dogs at the same time. Do you guys think that Night Stalkers are cute?
If I die...
Veronica, wake up.
What'd I miss?
Rex!
Hey! For the Brotherhood!
Quite literally knocked his head off. Like literally. Alright, let's continue on to our destination. I know eventually we'll get that one suit that's like ready, steady, fighty.
Spares some ammo? I'm gonna need some new limbs.
We took care of that nonsense. Yes, I do. I was trying to get it to sync with Steam Labs, but it
For the
just
Brotherhood.
wasn't, so... Like, I don't know if it was like Steam Labs itself or what, so I'm using...
What terrors does Big Mountain hold for the intrepid seeker? Really? Does anyone know? I'm at a loss.
I know, right? Awesome sauce. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm able to now, like, whenever I have my laptop, because I got my laptop on my left side. So, like, while I'm playing, I can just look over, see chat, and respond and whatnot. So, I was ignoring you. I was able to see, like, what you say and whatnot. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm currently dealing with kind of a sore throat issue right now, so... is a skeleton able to do this? I'm confused. What is happening? And I haven't seen you in a minute, so... Yeah, I kind of figured it would be. But can you still hear me or whatnot? Understand what I'm saying? God dang it. I hate mines. Yeah, the only reason is because, like, I'm out of work right now or whatever, but I return to work tomorrow, so yeah.
Probably die of natural causes eventually anyway.
What? What, Veronica? Okay, good. I'm glad that you're able to hear me and whatnot. Move, Veronica. Jeez. Ready, steady, fighting. Yeah, normally I do stream later, mainly because of my work schedule, you know what I mean? So that's generally why. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I probably will later on during the stream, but like, you know, as of right now, I haven't. Should I jump down there? I kind of feel like if I do, I'm gonna die. For sure, 100% I'm gonna die. I don't know what it is, but in this game, it's like when you're over encumbered, it's like the worst thing ever. Veronica, move, jeez.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Who can I hide
You're
you
making
from
me
today?
carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Alright, there we go. We got the stealth suit on, and it's gonna be...
We're okay on Stimpaks.
Yes, thank you for that, stealth suit.
Med-X reserves empty. Are we being watched?
What the heck? The only thing I don't care for the stealth suit is like how much it talks at times. It's like, is that really necessary? Do you have to do that?
Too bad. We were spotted by robots. If you go back to the terminal to restart the test, I won't mess up again.
Okay, so we're supposed to just not... It's not really much of a stealth suit, really. It's not like, you know, the one in Fallout 3 where you go invisible and stuff. Like... Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
I wouldn't even really call this a stealth suit, to be real.
Hello, sir.
Do you have Steam?
This should be easy, as long as I don't screw up again.
I want to know, how is this a stealth suit? Oh, okay. No, not again. Why is it? It's been crashing with the DLCs of late. I don't understand what's happening here. And I only have 3 mods installed. It's not like it's crazy. Okay, yeah, no problem, man. I'll be here doing my usual thing.
Yes! Finally! Everything is... Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
No, Veronica is not a dress. Jesus.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Who can I hide you from today? This is the basic stealth test. The robots will be looking for us, but we won't let them find us. We're okay on Stimpaks. Medex reserves empty. I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me. bad. We were spotted by robots. If you go back to the terminal to restart the test, I won't mess up again.
Hello, ma'am.
This should be easy, as long as I don't screw up again. Stealth boys are a robot's big weakness.
I don't see how this stealth suit.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
I hope it doesn't hurt too bad. We don't have any medics. This one looks pretty tough. Fighting over. Tough. That's all. Ready, steady, fighty.
Pretty sure this is it, but
that's all. Time to fight.
I'm afraid my programming requires. I'm afraid my programming.
Oh, that's too bad. Those robots would normally help defend us and the facility if we're attacked. Cessation of hostilities complete. This should be easy, as long as I don't screw up again. Test data processed. Firmware updated to version 1.1. Food temping sensors online.
Time for violence. No, you don't know that's for from my robo scorpion army. Sting the laser, sting! Sting them until they are stupid!
Mean robot bugs. Mean robot bugs.
You now.
Time to fight.
Tail rocking on.
Fighting now. Bad guys, stop. Sneaking done. Fighting now.
There we go.
Destroy this one, I'll make...
I've had worse.
Go, my minions! Spill them in the rain of balls that is I see you. Now I hear you.
Bad guys, stop me.
Our level 3. Dr. Moses, 0. You think that whole stealth suit will keep you safe from me? Think again.
If I die, take it.
Mighty think tank. Cowering in your dome. Cower, you fools. Cower.
What'd I miss?
Ready, steady, fighting. Mission of hostilities complete.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated. Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you. What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful. Yes, yes. Yes,
mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know? I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes. So let me... a bit, I'll figure it out. Yes, that's what I believe I said. I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves. I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course, I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
You require some additional service. And rightly so. You require some additional. You require some additional. And rightly so, I should think. All right then. Let me just fire up the old interface for you.
Might I be of service, sir? Very good indeed, sir. Throwing out the riffraff protocols engaged. All personality matrices are offline, sir. Very good, sir. Might I be of service, sir? Very good, sir. And might I venture to opine that a new trilby might be just the thing to complete sir's ensemble? Sir, care for an aperitif to balm the weariness of sir's manifold journeys?
Time to fight.
Do me a favor. Make sure I keep...
Right.
That's all.
Sorry, I'm not feeling too well, my voice and whatnot. Throat's hurting.
your power armor!
Ready, steady, fighting.
Rocking on. I see you. Now, it's my Robo Scorpion, will you? Go on, game of balls, it's
Have a stim pack. We're out of stim packs. Maybe you'd be better off with an auto attack suit. That's all.
Rex.
What'd I miss?
Ready, steady, fighting. First impact.
Message indicating my desire to commit fire.
Bad guys dealt with. We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too.
Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV, Coon? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely. Oh, well, that's good. Were we supposed to fight? I certainly don't feel violent, but, well, these contraptions make it hard to tell. Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I. Oh, intriguing. I've never been killed before. Although, after that time I got that phlegmy discharge in my biogel, I wished I had been. Well, if there's going to be killing, I defer to your expertise in this matter. How should we begin? Engineered viruses? Canceratic beams? Atomics? Electrocutioning? Or should I summon my minions? Yes, my minions. Whoa, have they not constructed themselves yet? That's a bit premature of me. The Robo-Scorpions, of course. They can assemble themselves from floor panels and parts scattered about. Quite inventive. Never really know when they might suddenly appear. Minions, destroy this intruder! Or perhaps make it more dramatic. Minions, to me! Oh yes, that's quite a bit better.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
getting dark.
No more syntax. We're out of syntax. Maybe you'd be better off with an autodoc suit. No more stimpaks. We're out of stimpaks. Maybe you'd be better off with an autodoc suit. I can't give you anything for that injury. Was that all?
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through bits of radioactive muck again? Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie? Oh, had I? What exactly will you do if I don't? Not put me back in that cranial dungeon you call your head? Heavens forbid. Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment? Fun? Fun? Is Technus fun? Is rickets? What about sepsis, huh? Enjoy that, do we? The things you do with our body are suicidally dangerous, and if you could silence your glandular impulses, you would hear me screaming at you! I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you. Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat, oozing hormones. Well, certainly there might be some things I miss about being ambulatory. We have seen some incredible sights, haven't we? But still, given the tremendous, potentially life-ending peril that went along with those, yes, I'd rather stay here. Oh no, please don't leave me here in this nice, safe dome where I have access to nutritive fluids and a fully indexed library. Please don't deprive me of being dragged through a landscape so bleak it was actually improved by the end of the world. I don't know how I could bear it. It's true, the brains here have experienced some degree of deterioration. I'm confident that with a few decades of work, I can solve the problem. Actually, yes, I do think that. I think that exact thing. All the time. What did you think all those self-preservation instincts were, All those times you thought for a fleeting second, maybe I shouldn't punch that death claw in the face. That was me telling you exactly how I felt before! Ugh, crawl back in there? Are you mad? I don't know where you've been. For all I know, you're riddled with disease or packing one of those delightful head wounds you seem to attract. I'm not crawling back into your head just to ooze right back out again. Are you coming on to me? Sweet Lord, I don't even have the words for how repugnantly wrong that is. Please tell me we weren't that perverse when I was in your head. Ugh. Anyways, even if that was on the table, we have a problem. Even if I wanted to settle myself back in your skull and go to all the trouble of reconnecting nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Rexy, I can hear you.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the fence, and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
Well.
Don't seem so bad. They vivisected us just to see what would happen. Have you forgotten the lobotomites? The cyber dogs, I assume you saw those. Imagine that kind of science spread across the entire Mojave. Every man, woman, and child we met reduced to a lobotomite. Is that what you want?
Don't seem so bad, but it is bad.
Oh, lovely. We've reached the mindless violence portion of the program. Tell me, what exactly are you, and I use the word loosely, planning? With an attitude like that, it's small wonder you got yourself shot in the head. I'd like to find a nice little place to live, maybe in Good Springs, and settle down where we won't get shot at. Not as often, at any rate. But since that doesn't seem likely, what's your plan? Very well. I suppose I have no choice. Goodbye, peaceful, soothing brain jar. Hello, head wounds and scorpions. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
Bro, this guy is, I feel like we're gonna have to fight every one of these individuals, so...
Fight? I've never been in a fight. What do I... Colleagues! Think tank! Alert! Alert! We are under attack!
Ready? Steady. I can't speak in anything for that injury. I can't speak in anything for that injury.
That was well deserved, guys, honestly. These frickin' things.
Bad guys dealt with.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
Although, truth be told, the courier had barely explored the crater in an attempt to rush through and be done with the whole thing. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
The Forbidden Zone continued to be, true to its name, forbidden. No more robo-scorpions were sighted in its canyons. Big Mountain became even emptier, devoid of Dr. Mobius's proclamations forecasting the destruction of anything that dared possess sentience. Still, it is said he lived on in the equations inscribed on the floor and walls of the Forbidden Zone dome. A cobweb tracery of symbols that told of 1,000 brilliant thoughts, now lost to time.
The sink atop the dome gained a frontier town feel, with the few modules installed. They shouted at each other across the HQ occasionally, either threatening each other or announcing a discovery. It kept things lively. Secretly, the Sync Central Intelligence Unit was relieved that not all of the personality chips had been found. What was there was enough.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
Blind old Jefferson. Silence. It only made him more filled with the blues than before.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier made his way through the X-8 facility, the computers analyzed the test subjects' movements. They eventually created new cyberdogs to root out commie traitors from the wasteland. Traitors like Betsy Bright, Richie Marcus. Although they couldn't seem to find any commies, so they turned on themselves, howling sonic barks that echoed miles across the landscape.
The infiltration program in X-13 continued to scan for the subject and the stealth suit prototype long after the test was over. Frustrated and unable to find its lost technology, X-13 expanded its network of laser tripwires, sensors, and robo-brains out across Big Mountain. This glittering blue light beam forest cleanly bisected anything that entered its depths. slicing them into small segmented parts for easy disposal.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
The think tank basement, filled with lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past, they can't see the present, much less the future, or what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.